Hi, Kristen. My name is Topeka. I'm the social worker here today, and I show here that you are self-referral and that you want to come in and speak with someone. Is that correct?
Yes, I've been having a lot of anxiety lately. Um, Recently divorced, two kids, and a lot going on right now.
Okay, so you said you were recently divorced and you have two children. How old are your children?
13 and 15, two girls.
Oh, wonderful. What are their names?
Allison and Amber.
Oh, okay. And how long have you been divorced?
Um, well, I've been divorced for about a year now,
Mm-hmm.
and didn't end very well.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
And I've been at the same job. I mean, the main reason I'm here is the anxiety I've been feeling.
Okay.
Been at the same job for the past 6 years. Upper level management. I'm one of the bosses.
Mm-hmm.
And recently, I've been having anxiety about losing my job. Thinking how that'll affect my kids, how that'll affect me, and it's just gotten to the point where it's affecting job performance and just every other aspect of my life.
Okay. So when did this start?
About, I'd say, probably about 8 months ago.
About 8 months ago.
hmm
And so can you tell me about what type of problem you're having? I heard you say anxiety, but can you tell me more about that?
Well, it's like I can't shut off my brain.
Mm-hmm.
And I have these thoughts of losing my job, what's going to happen to the kids, what's going to happen to me, financial stuff. Um, and then at night when I try to go to sleep, it's like my brain just won't stop worrying. I'm having nightmares, and it's affecting my job.
Mm-hmm.
I talked to one of my coworkers, and they actually recommended, that I come see somebody.
Okay, so how often have this been affecting your work and everything which is going
Well,
in your lifestyle?
it's been getting worse for the past couple of months. In meetings, I've lost my train of thought. I'll be thinking about you know, other stuff and just not able to focus. I'm not able to. I mean, it affects my deadlines and
Okay.
everything else.
So what are you doing to kind of like help with that? Are you doing anything?
As far as like stress management at work,
Yeah,
or
what type of activities are you doing to try to help you not have those kind of problems?
well, I've been. I went to see my doctor, and they prescribed some medication to help me sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But then I find that when I wake up, I feel really drowsy and am not able to take part in the kids' activities and stuff during the day. So I haven't been taking that. But then I have, I started meditation a week ago.
You said meditation?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Kind of helps with some breathing exercises and stuff, and doesn't seem to be helping as much as I'd like.
Okay, I heard you say that you're not able to do much with the children.
Mm-hmm.
How is that affecting your relationship with your girls?
Um, I mean, it's making them irritable. It's making them upset. They don't understand what's going on any more than I do. I don't know why I'm having this anxiety. I think because of my divorce being so recent, it's just all kind of bottled up, and then just I'm releasing it all, I guess. But the girls are not. They seem to have a lot of anxiety based off of my anxiety. I'm trying not to project that on them, but it's definitely a tense atmosphere with them. I try and spend time with them, but with me not being able to sleep, I'm just tired, and it's affecting that in that capacity.
Okay. So do you think it's regarding the divorce that you're going through some of these problems?
It could possibly be because of that. I mean, like I said, the divorce has been finalized for a year now, and I just started having this about 8 months ago. So I mean, it could be, and I just could have bottled it up, you know. Um,
So what are you doing for yourself though? Are you doing any type of activities that can help you stress relief, or other than taking the medication, or?
no, not right now. I mean, I didn't really know what to do. So,
Well, first of all, let me start with stating to you, I'm glad that you did come to see someone to speak with you, and then also with that, our job as a social worker is to kind of like support you and hopefully guide you into making some better decisions and helping you come up with some solutions for yourself into um, just making your anxiety, you know, come down a little bit. So the problem you state is anxiety. You sure it's anxiety because you have received medication, correct?
yes, yeah.
So with that, did your doctor give you any other techniques to use while taking your medication?
You mean as far as, de-stressing techniques?
Yes.
Or, other than, breathing exercises and stuff, I haven't really received any help as far as that goes.
So how is the breathing techniques working for you?
It works for a little bit, but
Mhm.
then once I'm done with the breathing techniques, like about an hour later or whatever, I start to get that buildup of anxiety and worry, and I'm worried that I'm going to lose my home. I'm worried that I'm going to be homeless and my kids are going to have nowhere to go.
Mhm.
And that stresses me out. That worries me, and it's just getting to the point where I'm not able to function anymore.
So I hear you say that you speak about homelessness, and you've been working for your job for about
6 years.
6 years. What makes you think that you and your family is going to be homeless?
Well, that's because I've been so stressed and stuff with the divorce going on, and my performance slacked off a little bit, and I'm worried that that's going to reflect poorly, you know, in the future for them, and I won't be able to stay there. I'm worried that that all of that, and because now um, it's just kind of built up, and it's just gotten worse and worse and worse. And with the divorce and stuff, that was a pretty trying time. And like I said, my performance slipped. Everything was just not going so well at work because of the divorce, and not going so well at home. And we kind of got into routine, and that's when I started worrying.
So let me ask you this. If you can wake up tomorrow morning and all the problems that you feel that you have today and they were gone, what would tomorrow look like for you?
Well, if all the problems were gone, tomorrow would look great. I'd be able to spend time with my kids, um, focus at my job, be able to have relationships with my friends again. I feel like I haven't been able to do that in a while because I've been so stressed and worried and tired.
Hmm. So prior to the issues that you're having now, what are some of the things that you liked to do with your friends or your family?
Well, girls and I would go on bike rides and stuff around the neighborhood. Um, I'd go out for girls' night once a week with all of my friends, and we'd go out and um, we'd start out with brunch and just have a whole day of shopping and just hanging out.
So it sounds like the bike riding and the girls' night out, some of those things have stopped.
Yes, yeah. Because I've been working overtime trying to make up for my lack of concentration and focus at work. So I haven't had time for the bike ride with the girls as often. And the girls' night, it's just with scheduling being the way it is, and I'm just usually too tired to get out for a whole day of fun.
Well, let me ask you this: the bike rides with the girls. What did that do for the both of you, the girls and you? What did that do when you went on your bike ride?
Well, we were able to talk and stuff, and we'd, occasionally we'd pack a picnic lunch, and we'd stop and eat ducks at the lake, and they seem to enjoy that.
Okay. How often did you do that?
2 or 3 times a week at the least.
Okay, and what about hanging out with your girlfriends, lunch and shopping?
That was usually a once a week thing. Sometimes I'd get together with a couple of other girlfriends and we'd go do something else, maybe go bowling or see a movie together, and maybe another time a week.
So let me ask you, how can you maybe fit in just one of those things a week? And which one do you think will be more acceptable to fit in with your schedule?
I think the bike ride with girls is the most important to me
Hmm.
because I do want to spend time with my girls. I want them to know that they are, loved and that I do want to spend time with them. And a bike ride is a little bit easier to fit into the schedule than a whole day with a girlfriend.
Okay.
So
So do you think that might be something that you can or be willing to do?
yes, yeah, I think I can. I think it's needed at this point.
Okay. Well, it really sounds great. I'm hoping that um, that'll be something that will, help you connect back with your daughters,
Mm-hmm.
help you to relieve some stress. Um, so what we can do, it looks like the session is almost up. Do you have any other questions or concerns that I could try to help you with before you leave?
Um, I was going to ask. One of my daughters seems to have a little bit of resentment towards the fact that I'm not spending enough time with her. Is there any way that you could give me maybe a pointer on how to deal with resentment?
Well, I think basically starting with what you're doing now, you're trying to gain back their trust by spending a little more time with them.
Mm-hmm.
So I think starting there, that might be great. If you see that maybe things don't change, maybe we can set up an appointment where you and your children can come and speak with a therapist as well.
Oh, that would be great. Yeah, I mean, I think if this doesn't work, I think that would be great.
Okay, so how are you feeling right now?
Much better.
Okay,
Much better.
wonderful. Okay, so because the time is up, what we'll do is we'll go ahead and set you up another appointment, maybe out how 2 or 3 weeks out.
Okay, sounds great.
Okay, and then you let me know what happened with your bike ride with your children.
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for coming and have a good day.
All right. Thank you, Teddy.
All right. Bye bye.